Hello students, after a week's break, you are all back to your online video lessons, and I hope last week you had some time to revise your lessons that you had completed earlier. I also hope that you are making use of the Google Forms platform to raise your doubts and request clarifications from the teachers. In our English grammar class this week, we are going to learn how and when to use the perfect tense, the present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. This week, I am also sending you a Google Forms link wherein you can ask your doubts and request clarifications on any of the topics that we have completed, that we have covered till now. I shall try to address your doubts in the forthcoming videos. Now let us begin our today's class. Chapter 5, the perfect tense. Students, in your lower classes, you have learned about the different tense forms like simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, etc. You have also learned about present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect tense. So in this chapter, we are going to concentrate on the perfect tense, the present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. We will be learning about the use of the perfect tense. The simple tenses are used when the beginning or the ending of the action is either unknown or is unimportant. Simple present, simple past, or simple future. These tense forms are used when the beginning or the ending of the action is either unknown or is unimportant. But the perfect tenses are used for actions known to have been completed before a certain moment in the present, past, or future. The perfect tenses are used for actions known to have been completed before a certain moment in the present, past, or future. Let us learn about this in detail. Let us begin with the present perfect tense. We will be learning how and when to use present perfect tense. First of all, things that have happened up till now. It is not really important when they happened. Let us look at some examples. I have grown many trees in my backyard. I have grown many trees in my backyard. So this action has not happened just in one day. Or we cannot say that I grew many trees yesterday. We cannot say like that because it has happened, the growing of trees. That process has happened in a long period of time, a long span of time. So I have to say I have grown many trees in my backyard. Let us look at another example. The dog has learned to follow its master. The dog has learned to follow its master. We know that it does not happen just in one day. You cannot say that the dog learned to follow its master yesterday. You cannot say because the learning process takes a long period of time. So you have to see how to use present perfect tense and say that the dog has learned to follow its master. Another rule will be things that have happened a short time before and are important still. We use present perfect tense for things that have happened a short time before and are important still. Here are some examples. My mother has placed an order online for a meal. My mother has placed an order online for a meal. So it happened just some time before and we are expecting the delivery of the order. So it is important still. That is why we use present perfect tense in this sentence. My mother has placed an order online for a meal. And maybe we can continue saying, and we are expecting the delivery of the order. Another sentence will be, the dog has chased the squirrel away. The dog has chased the squirrel away. So here also, it has happened just a short time before and it is important still. That is, maybe the squirrel is not going to return. It may be frightened and it may not return again. So for such things that have happened a short time before and are still important, we use the present perfect tense. Another occasion that we use present perfect tense is for things that started in the past and are happening till now. Things that started in the past and are happening till now. Let us look at these examples. Saba has been my friend since childhood. Saba has been my friend since childhood. When I say that Saba has been my friend since childhood, I mean to say that we still are friends. Another sentence, I have worn these socks for years now. I have worn these socks for years now. When I say like that, I mean to say that I still wear them. So remember, for things that started in the past and are happening till now, we use present perfect tense. We can use the words just, already, not yet and yet with the present perfect tense. Consider these examples. The plane has not taken off yet. Sia has just reported for check-in. Passengers have already boarded the flight. So remember, we can use these adverbs just, already, not yet and yet with the present perfect tense. Another thing that you must remember is that the adverb yet is used in negative or interrogative sentences and is usually placed at the end of the sentence. Look at these examples. Nobody has spoken yet. We have not reached yet. Have you eaten yet? So the first two sentences are negative sentences, while the third sentence is an interrogative sentence. Now we go to past perfect tense and see how we use it. The past perfect form is used to show that one thing happened before another in the past. Listen attentively once again. The past perfect form is used to show that one thing happened before another in the past. Let us look at these examples, then you will understand better. The rain had stopped when Sia left for school. The rain had stopped when Sia left for school. So this means first the rain stopped, then Sia left for school. Another sentence, the flight had landed when we reached the airport. The flight had landed when we reached the airport. So this means first the flight landed, then we reached the airport. So here two actions take place. One, the flight landed, and the second action is we reached the airport. So for the action that happened first, we use past perfect tense, and for the action that followed, we use simple past tense. So in the first sentence also same. Two actions happened there. One, rain stopped. Second, Sia left for school. So which action happened first? Yeah, the rain stopped. That action happens first. So for that we use past perfect tense, and for the second action we use the simple past tense. So once again, understand that the past perfect form is used to show that one thing happened before another in the past. Now let us see how we use the future perfect form. The future perfect form is used to talk about an action that will be completed before a particular time or before another action in the future. The future perfect form is used to talk about an action that will be completed before a particular time or another action in the future. Here are some examples. I will have reached school by 7:30 a.m. So that is something that will be completed in the future by 7:30 a.m. I will have reached school. So by 7:30 a.m. I will have reached. That action will be completed by 7:30 a.m. Another example. They will have announced the results by tomorrow evening. So here also we are talking about an action that will be completed at a particular or before a particular time in the future. So they will have announced. So by tomorrow evening, let us say 5 o'clock, by tomorrow evening 5 o'clock, they will have announced the results. So that an action will be completed at a particular time or before a particular time in future. Third example is, we will have reached the airport by the time the flight leaves. We will have reached the airport by the time the flight leaves. Yeah, used future perfect form, will have reached. So this action will be completed. The action of reaching the airport will be completed before another action, that is the flight leaving. Two actions. So the first action we use future perfect tense and the second action simple present tense. Once again, the first two examples we are talking about an action that will be completed before a particular time in future. And the third example talks about an action that will be completed before another action in the future. So students, today here we end our lesson on the perfect tense, and I request you to watch the video a couple of times and then read the textbook and also try to do the exercises given in the textbook. I would also like to give you some personal work. First one, you have to learn the structure of the perfect tense. You may be familiar with the structure of the perfect tense. If you are not, it is given in our textbook. Learn the structure of the perfect tense, that is present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. And then learn how the past participle form of verb is formed. Both of these you can find in your textbook page numbers 25 and 26. So learn them thoroughly because they are basic requirement for learning English language. Thank you and have a nice day.